Hey, how's it going, everybody? Happy freaking Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. That's right. It's 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and that means that from coast to coast, from sea to shining sea, we're live, baby. And we are alive. We woke up on the right side of the dirt, so shout out to that. I'm pumped. I'm excited. Big things are happening with the channel. I can't talk about it yet, but big things are coming, and I've been working on it behind the scenes. Been working every day to make things just a little bit better, to move the channel just a little bit farther, to come out with content that is better, to stay on brand. Big things are in the works. Trust me when I say I'm excited. And more importantly, I'm excited because I get to hang out with you guys for another hour. Another hour, who knows? Maybe we'll go longer than that. It all depends. Depends on how the live stream goes. But first thing is first, let's go ahead and check out the chat. Hey, shout out to Alicord Paracord. Welcome in. Guys, make sure to check out Alicord Paracord. Welcome into Neil McKenzie. Thanks for being a channel member. Crazy Roach in the house. Thanks for being a channel member. What's up, Not Slip? Mark Parks. Thanks for being a channel member. Loser. Welcome in, man. Pocket Razors in the house. Guys, make sure to check out Pocket Razors live streams. They are a really good time. They're very good. I try to make them when I can. It's tough because I get busy, work, life, my own channel. But I try to make it to all the live streams that I absolutely can, and his is definitely on the list. So if you guys ever want to hang out in the chat and he's live, make sure to head over there. All right. I think... Did I say hi? How's it going, Marco? Welcome in, man. Thanks for being a channel member. Oh, guys, make sure on your way in, go ahead and Spartan kick that like button. Give it the business. Do it. For me. I would appreciate it. Welcome into Delaney. Thanks for being a channel member. I'm going crazy with the sound effects. I enjoy it. It's fun. Gives it a radio feel. Maybe a crazy radio, but it still counts, right? Let me see here. Want to make sure I'm not missing anybody. Scott Brew 72. Welcome in. Thanks for being a channel member. All right, we've got Joseph S. in the house. Welcome in. Splitting Slices. Says, howdy, Rollshambo Spartans, and all in here tonight. Welcome in, man. Lone Star Talboy, welcome in. You know he's here for the drama. Me too. He says, carry of the day, the Boker Balisong Plus large. Yes, I EDC Balisongs, but no flipping or acrobatic drama. I have a hard time believing that. I can't carry a balisong without flipping it. And even when it's, listen, even when it's a situation where it's like a trainer blade, I can't help myself. I can't. I'm incorrigible. Here I go using the words of the day. I can't help it. I think it's impossible to carry a balisong and not flip it. Loser says, I wonder if Shambo's wife's Volvo has crapped out yet. Not at all, man. That thing is glossy smooth. I keep trying to steal it. But the other day she said, no, that's my car. It's new. It's not sharp, but it is shiny. And man, it's a nice car. The thing is in great shape. Don't you put that bad juju on me. Pocket Razor says, thanks, Shambo. We need to share a cookie salute soon. We do, but this chunky monkey already ate all the cookies you sent. Yeah, they didn't last, but I found a nice surprise. So I burned through the peanut butter cookies, right? And then my wife took one for the team and ate the oatmeal raisin cookie because that just wasn't in the cards for me. And then I ate the berry cobbler cookie, which I will call a cookie. And I was sad because I was like, I don't have any more cookies. And so I was shaking the box because I heard something else in there. And then a chocolate chunk cookie fell out and it was great. And then I ate that too. You can't leave cookies around me. I'm a menace to society when it comes to cookies. Welcome into Top Dog, channel mod, channel member, legend. He says life is good. Life is great, man. Good to see you. Welcome into Miranda Hornsby. Good to see you as well. All right. Did I say hi to Scott Brew? If not, how's it going, Scott Brew 72? All right, guys. Top Dog says, sorry, everyone. I am here, but cannot read the chat. My eyes are not working correctly. Ah, man, that's a bummer. Did you just have an operation or did something happen? Hope everything's all right, Top Dog. I'll do my best to narrate the chat for you. I wonder if I could do... Maybe I should work on my accents. You know, maybe pick up an accent. Or maybe not. Maybe I probably just shouldn't do that. I always thought that accents were weird. Like, I hear Southern accents, and they're clearly Southern. I hear Californian accents, and yes, Californians do have an accent. And then I listen to myself, and I'm like, you don't have an accent. An accent. Your Rollshambo his accent is about as bland as an oatmeal cookie. I have accent envy. Man. Hey, welcome into Double D. Thanks for being a channel member. He says, visited RJ at Blade Runner HQ on Monday and traded some knives. We both had great things to say about Roll. Excellent content, man. Thank you. You know, before I forget, you guys have to check this out. So they're actually live right now. And hold on one second. I'm going to cast this over because I know, just like me, many of you guys don't have any experience with Whatnot. I'm going to kill the music for a sec. And, dang it. They just ended the Whatnot. All right. I was going to stream over their Whatnot. Whatnot is a live auction platform. And it's really cool because Blade Runner HQ is the #1 seller for knives on the Whatnot platform. And they just had a Andre de Villiers knife go. They were doing what's called $1 and go. So like $1 bids, getting stuff for 50% off. It was crazy. And sorry, I think the music was too loud. Anyways, so it's really cool. And I've been thinking, one of the plans that I have, because I buy and sell knives constantly. I dislike doing it on Knife Swap, not because I have anything against Knife Swap, but just because whenever you deal with someone with low flare like me, you're always left wondering, why? Why do they have low flare? Are they going to scam me on either side of this deal? And so as a way to fund the channel, what I think I'm going to start working on moving forward is buying knives specifically with the intent to turn around and sell them on auction. And I'm looking at Whatnot as a platform to do that on. I think that could actually be pretty successful. Will I take a hit? Sure, but it'll be a hell of a lot lower of a hit than what I currently take on Knife Swap. Plus, it's something that I could actually do during a regular live stream. And because a lot of those knives that I'd be looking at are knives that they sell out, it gives someone the opportunity to still buy one and not pay scalper prices. To hell with the scalpers, man. I said it, I'm not taking it back. Scalpers are not a part of the community. They're like the mosquito that sucks the blood out of the community. I hate scalpers. I really do. Really, really do. Anyways, I just realized I don't have... Hold on. We're going to fix that. Okay. There's the count. By the way, I have a poll up on the screen. Do you guys like the new Saturday live stream schedule? It was in the afternoon at 1:30 p.m. Mountain. and it wasn't that successful. So I moved it. The Saturday live stream is now at 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time on Saturdays, and that way nobody has to choose between going out, living life, and enjoying their weekend and watching the live stream. It's at the end of the day. And we actually saw a really nice boost in viewership for a Saturday stream. And I was wondering, is that a fluke? Do people really like it? We're going to find out this coming weekend, because we'll be live again on Saturday at 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So yeah, I'm excited about that. I see that the chat is rolling, so I'm going to go ahead and try to catch up with it. Hold on. Hey, shout out to Blue Minati Ninja in the house. Channel member, channel moderator. Better watch yourself. I don't know. I don't think our live stream chats get too out of hand. One of these days, someone needs to stir up some trouble. You know, give the moderators something to do. Like, when was the last time someone got timed out in a Rollshambo live? Has it ever happened? Has it ever happened? I don't know. I have no idea. All right, so let's see here. I'm going to scroll up a little bit. Miranda Hornsby says, Rollshambo, you're an OTF guy. What do you think of microtech? Just bought a microtech, ultratech, and a combat Troodon Gen 3. Congratulations. For my first OTFs, had to get some for the collection. First of all, congratulations. Congratulations. Microtech, in my humble opinion, is what I consider to be the standard for OTFs. And there's going to be a ton of people that say, no, they're overpriced. Let me tell you something. Microtech's pricing, unlike benchmade, Microtech's pricing has been the most consistent over time. They didn't pull a benchmade and start going ham on the prices. So on a business level, I can appreciate that. Have they been litigious and sued people? Yes, Microtech has sued other companies. I stay out of the company versus company drama. That's not really my bag. I don't fight the battles of industry for those businesses. I don't have brand loyalty like that. But I will say this. I've bought several Microtechs in the last year, and they've all been great. There's a very good reason why Microtech is the standard that others compare OTFs to. Don't believe me? Watch an OTF review from any of the big name channels that's not me, and you'll find that they all do the same thing. They'll pull out a new OTF knife, and then they will immediately compare it against a Microtech of some sort. They do that for a reason, and that's because Microtech has been making OTF knives for, I think, longer than any other American company. I like Microtech. I like that they are innovating. They're coming out with new stuff. And I like that they are moving back towards being American made. But you didn't hear that from me. Just don't be surprised if all of a sudden all the Reich models disappear. Their OTFs are great as far as OTFs are concerned. I have an ultratech. I like it. I've got, what's it called? LUDT Gen 3. I've got the Microtech Stitch. I've had great experiences with them. Are they a perfect company? No. Have they never made a mistake in QC? No. But for the most part, I haven't had an issue with Microtech. And I think that both of those models that you mentioned are going to serve you well. So congratulations. All right. Back to the chat. Delaney says, do the Shabazz accent. I probably can't. I don't do New York. I don't do New Yorker very well. I'll leave that up to Metal Complex. One of these days I'll try. Welcome into Kaleidoscope of Knives. Good to see you, man. Welcome into YD Knives. Good to see you as well, sir. Alicord says, the Whatnot auction is really fun. It's a blast. So I spent my normal I spent my normal time that I used to set up the live stream watching the Whatnot auction and laughing my ass off. It was so funny. RJ and Corey do a phenomenal job. And because I'm looking at different strategies for being able to get a lot of knives for the channel, but also be able to turn around and sell them so that I can keep that inventory moving so I can continue to check out more stuff. I'm very interested. I think that they're doing a great job. Hey, shout out to Pocket Razors for gifting 5 channel memberships. Pocket Razors. Thank you, brother. Very generous. And congratulations to everyone who just got a gifted membership. That's so cool. Super cool. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Welcome into Manix. I don't know how to say that. I'm going to be honest. Is it Nemic or Memic? Is the N silent or is the N silent? You did that on purpose, didn't you? Welcome in, man. Good to see you. All right. Hold on. Welcome into El Cap Addict channel mod in the house. Good to see you, man. Thanks for being a channel mod, holding it down in the mean streets that are the comment sections and the chats that we still haven't ever had to time anyone out of. Where's the drama? I'm okay if there's no drama. Welcome into Angelo. Thanks for being a channel member. All right. Chris229 in the house. Titanium Justin. Welcome in, man. Good to see you. Corrosion Proof. I'm trying not to miss anybody. Palmer Connolly, welcome in. Thanks for being a channel member. All right. Guys, if I'm scrolling down, I'm catching up all the way at the bottom of the chat. If I missed you, I'm sorry. Not intentional. Raccoon Tactical says, where my cookie? In my belly. That's why they're all gone. I ate them all. I am a chunky boy, and I need to start going back to the gym. Double D says, we need a roll not whatnot in our lives. It's going to happen, guys. I'm working on a plan to integrate them into my regular live stream, or at the very least at the end of it. Which I think it would be cool, you know, like I'm excited to expand the channel and to do more stuff. If you're wondering what was in my pocket today, there we go. This is the Blade Runner HQ Model 1 button lock exclusive. The exclusive. I love this knife, but I learned something about this knife that is going to be addressed in my follow-up video because it needs to be addressed. And it's a little bit bittersweet because for one, I wish that I didn't have to do anything, but for two, the result is actually that the knife is better than it was the day I bought it. So on the Model 1 button locks, and I talked to Mike Martin about this, the spring that American Blade Works use in that plunge lock is a cone-shaped spring, and they do that to make it stiff so that it has good detent. And when I reviewed it, it was working great. It had a little bit of button stick, it had a stiff detent, and you could fire it with some gusto, right? Shortly after I made my initial reaction video on it, it started having this issue where the spring would bind up and it would lock itself out and it would literally bruise the tip of my thumb trying to deploy it. I was like, what the hell is going on here? So I took it apart. First, I thought it was the connection between the blade and the plunge. Wasn't it? And then I looked at the spring. I was like, this is weird. There's got to be a reason why everybody else that does button locks uses a regular coil spring, and this one is cone shaped. There's got to be a reason. There's got to. And so on a whim, you know, after hours trying to figure it out. Took out the cone-shaped spring, put in a spring from the CJRB Echo, which was collecting dust in my drawer. And now it's perfect. No stick, no bruised thumbs. The action is perfect. This is exactly what I wanted out of it. It's bittersweet because I reached out to Mike Martin and I said, hey, I don't know if you know this, but I think that your cone spring is causing issues. And I explained what I was experiencing. And he said, yeah, I've gotten a few complaints like that. We're going to have to replace the springs on newer models. And I said, okay, so they're aware of it. And then he asked me what spring I replaced it with. I said, I replaced it with the CJRB Echo spring. And it's perfect now. It's bittersweet because I reached out to him, even though I fixed it myself. What I would have preferred is if he had fixed it, because this isn't an issue where I abused the knife. It came this way. It developed that issue. That is a manufacturing, what I would consider to be a manufacturing defect. Is it a safety issue? No. But the knife shouldn't be locking itself out, you know, within a week of being brand new. It shouldn't happen. What I was hoping is that he would at least offer to replace the spring, because I would rather have a spring from American Blade Works in this knife than a spring from a CJRB Echo. Has it stopped me from enjoying the knife? Definitely not. But come on, Mike. You gotta offer, man. You gotta at least offer. It's about the customer experience. It's about standing behind your product and saying, no, you take out that Chinese spring. Let me send you an American-made spring that makes it right. So I'm a little disappointed he didn't do that. But it doesn't change the fact that now this is way better than it was when I initially got it. So if you have an American Blade Works Model 1 button lock and you end up running into the scenario where it has sticks so bad you can barely deploy it at all, or it locks itself out, replace the cone spring. Don't think twice. Just pick a spring. Pick a spring, any spring. Just make sure it's not too short, and you'll see that the improvement is massive. And I checked the lockout and lockup, still very solid. The connection to the spine of the blade and the tang of the blade, perfect. There's no blade rock, blade play, pivot lash, none of that. It just needs a different spring. It sounds like American Blade Works is going to fix that on future models. But if you have one of these, now you know. What's in your pocket? What did you carry today? And while I wait for you guys to hit up the chat with that, I'm going to head over to the channel Discord. Boom, there it is. All right. Is that a Spyderco Andella? And of course, a Spyderco McBee. Love it. Very nice. Thank you, Drinkwater. Dazed coming in hot with the Fox Knives. What is that? I don't know that model. Is it small? I don't think that's the model name. Ed's got the Civivi Elementum with, and those scales I am pretty positive are from DNA Lasering. Love his work. Yeah, that's got to be DNA Lasering. Absolutely dig it. Bluminati Ninja coming in hot with the Cold Steel Mayhem, the Tempest Knives Jetstream, and then, of course, the New Breed EDC Clydesdale. We're rolling. LCV Blades Edge just got a bevy of Spydercos. That looks like a Spyderco PM2 and 2 pair of 3s. One of them's a lightweight. This one over here has got to be the Knifejoy exclusive. Is that 20 CV? The lime green. Pretty sure that's a Knifejoy exclusive. Right? Jim Miller's got the Worn Tack, the Clinch River Swayback, and the CRKT Spew. SPEW. Man, look at those green fields. Look at that. beautiful weather over there. I see the clouds rolling in over there, Jim. Did it stay nice or did you get rained out? Let the people know. Mark P's coming in hot with the Gavco. Oof. I love Gavco designs. They look so good. I don't think that's a nurse. That's got to be the... No, it's not a nurse. It's a Gavco. Let the chat know, Mark, because I'm going to fail that one. Barbarian Bronny's got the Vasti Talarurus. And you know what? I also got one. Expect content on this bad boy soon. I got the blue one, 14C, the crossbar style lock. Really cool knife. I love the blade shape. It's a similar blade shape to the Vosteed Hedgehog, but a little bit slimmer and a little bit longer. Look at those photos. Bronny's out here doing the Lord's work with the camera. I love the orange accents. Look at how much pop you get off that thumb disc. He took the least popular deployment option known to man and he made it look really cool. Great work, Bronny. Great work, man. Drinkwater's also got the Medford. Is that a Slim Midi or is that the Marauder? I don't know. I get my Medfords mixed up. All the Medfords look alike, okay? All the Medfords look alike. All right, so there we go. Let's go ahead and catch up with the chat. Lone Star Cowboy says, everyone wants a good thing, even if it is mine. Plagiarism drama. Nice. All right. Let's see. Splitting Slices says, Rollshambo, it kind of sucks to have to time out people in a live stream as a mod. Kind of there for the fun and having to swing the axe makes it work, you know? Yeah, you know what? The timeout feature is there for a reason. And I joke when I say, like, you know, we've never had to do this. I wouldn't try to encourage people to cause problems. I just thought it was funny. Delaney says, are you saying Rolls is a raisinist? I'm saying that. I am extremely biased against raisins. Oh, and shout out to Ginger Fisher 75. Just saw that you joined in. Barry Lilly as well, man. I can't believe I missed you joining in as well. Thanks for being a channel member. Oh, yeah. Barry says, Chalk Chip raisin lovers unite against unjust raisin hate. It is what it is. Okay. Raisins are okay. They just need to stay out of my cookies. They look like chocolate chips, but they are not. They most definitely are not. Alicord says, Rollshambo, we left the knife halfway open overnight and it stretched the spring to make it perfect. Nice. Very nice. For me, the deal is that once, like, I don't trust the design. There's a reason why there's nobody out there using cone-shaped springs for the plunge lock. There's a reason. I don't trust it. I feel like it's not stable. You know, for it to have that issue within a week of being brand new, I don't trust it. I'm glad that it worked for you. I have trust issues. The fact that a year-old CJRB Echo spring makes this thing hit perfectly for me is mind-boggling. Like, CJRB shouldn't be making the better spring between the two, in my opinion. It's not a condemnation of American Blade Works. I love their knives. I mean, obviously, I have two of them. I just wished that they had offered to replace the spring when I mentioned that there was an issue. That's my only critique. Lone Star says, the cannibal came home late for dinner. His angry wife gave him the cold shoulder. Nice. All right. Splitting Slices says, that is surprising, Rollshambo. Not the service I would expect from American Blade Works, especially when Mike Martin acknowledges there are multiple comments reports of the problem. I imagine I'm not, again, it's not a condemnation, it's a critique. Even if he had offered to replace the spring, I would have told him no. Just because I had already solved I've got so many button locks, guys. But I was hoping, because I was like, this is my opportunity to test out some American knife company customer service. Because I think about it in the context of, what if it was my knife? What if I was the maker and manufacturer? What if I stood behind my product and somebody reached out to me and said, hey, you know what? Your knife is bruising my thumbs because the design choice you made for the spring was bad. Even if they told me they would fix it, I would offer to send them a new part because that's part of what they bought. Mike Martin, I'm sure, is very busy working on new knives, working on new projects. So it's not a condemnation of him. Sometimes the best designers, the best makers are not always the best customer service people. I mean, shoot, just look at just look at Spyderco. Have you ever tried to do a Spyderco warranty claim? They're straight up unfriendly. And that is a critique of Spyderco. Love them though. Lone Star Cowboy says the old Spyderco reverse harpoon pump. The old Spyderco reverse harpoon hump. Shape drama. Nice. All right. I'm scrolling down as fast as I can, guys. Mark says it's a Gavco custom black tip. Thank you. It's sweet is what it is. And Drinkwater says it's the MIDI. Nice. Not Slip says, so I used to collect knives and have quite a few. Can someone tell me the best place to sell knives online? I don't need so many. Yeah, there's a couple places you could go. You could go to Knife Swap on Reddit. If you avoid Reddit like a lot of people do, you could also go to bladebinge.com. You could also go to Whatnot. Whatnot is a live auction site. They have a knife category. You could literally auction those bad boys off. You don't have to be like a channel or anything big or a retail store. You can go on there and you can do live auctions for all of those. So the good news is that there are places. You could go to eBay. I don't suggest it. eBay does this weird thing where they put a hold on the money. So like, let's say you don't sell stuff on eBay often and you sell like a knife. You're still responsible for shipping it, but they could hold your funds for like multiple weeks. For security purposes, I guess. So I don't recommend eBay, but you could go there. So Knife Swap on Reddit is a good spot. Blade Binge is a good spot. If you're in the members only Discord, I have a knife yard sale. Wait, there we go. I have a knife yard sale in the channel Discord, so you can do that. I've seen people sell their knives on Instagram. You can do that. There's options. There's definitely some options. Josh Branson says knives suck. There you go. Nice. Josh says, y'all just gonna let me throw around hate comments like that? No. It's because we know that you're not being serious. All right. Delaney says, Rollshambo would say raisins are to grapes what buttermilk is to regular milk. Yeah, but I actually like buttermilk. You know, put it in pancakes. It's phenomenal. You put raisins in pancakes, you're going to have an issue. All right. I'm going to check the poll here. I asked the question in the poll. I said, do you like the new Saturday live time of 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time? 83% of people said yes. 53 votes, 17% said no. And that, my friends, is an example of no matter what time it is, I'm never going to find one that pleases absolutely everybody. But My goal with these lives is to reach as many people as possible that want to interact on a live stream. You know, I don't get to do as much of this type of content as I would like. I would love to do more live streams. I do too. That's my max based on my current schedule. That's all I can do, and also keep up with content reviews and Steel Snob series videos. So the timing has to be perfect to hit as many people as possible so that everyone that wants to has at least an opportunity to join in on a live stream. They're fun. Why not? B. Devious says Brian Brown has the Jaeger M3 pre-order with or without flipper for $355. Damn, I paid $400 for my St. Nick's exclusive. Ooh. All right, we got to check this out. We got to check this out. And guys, if you are one of those new channel members, check out the channel members only Discord. You can find an invite link on my YouTube community tab. All right, let's do this. Brian Brown Knives. I always forget what his website is. It's Brian Brown Knives. Go figure. All right, so here it is. The Jaeger M V3 in Vanax. The pre-order is listed as sold out. Interesting. Are we waiting for the pre-order to happen, or did it already happen? Black PVD flipper, non-flipper anno. Don't do PVD, do DLC. Please. Please. So, I'll say this. The St. Nick's exclusive was about $400. However, it also had a fat carbon dark matter carbon fiber inlay. If you were to look at the what was it called, the Smoky Mountain Knife Works exclusive, those were actually less expensive. I think those were about $350, and those were just titanium. So depending upon which model you look at, the pricing does line up. I wouldn't say that it's a better deal. It's just that they're not offering the exclusives with the carbon fiber options. So that makes sense to me. But if you missed out, here's your opportunity. Looks like they changed some milling on the handle scales. That's pretty cool. The Jaeger is a classical enthusiast level knife. I like it. I like it a lot. Pocket Razor says raisins and pancakes would be horrible. Oh, how the turntables. Yeah. I think raisins and cookies are also horrible. Double D says those are Reagan versus Mondale numbers. Saturday night wins in a landslide. Yeah. Yeah, no. Saturday night at 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. It's what the people want. You got to give the people what they want. Drinkwater says pre-order not open yet. Okay. So we didn't miss anything. I don't think. Hey, welcome into midnight. Spartan, kick the like button on your way in, midnight.
This is Sparta!
Lone Star says cats are assembling an attack formation. I have not fed them breakfast yet. Pretty sure all cats do is plot your downfall during the day when they're not sleeping. Probably when they're sleeping too. Doesn't drop till 5/25. Okay, so there's still a few days. Is anyone planning on getting in on that? $350. Like, I think that's a good option. I might have to pick one up. I saw the message in here, but I lost it. There it is. Welcome into Eugene Krabs. Good to see you, man. Thanks for being a channel member. Welcome into Torgan. Thanks for being a channel member as well. Jason says, sold plenty on Blade Binge. Have a hard time finding a place to sell autos. Okay. So I've been at I've been reaching out and having discussions with different people in the community. And when I say the community, I mean regular enthusiasts, I mean manufacturers, I mean makers, I mean channels. I'm talking to everybody, because in this world, it's not what you know, it's who you know. And so I'm trying to increase the ladder. I'm trying to increase the amount of people that I know. There is going to be an option where very soon you will be able to sell OTFs and autos. Are you ready for it? Whatnot. Very soon, Whatnot is going to make it so that you can actually sell OTFs and autos. Can't do that on Blade Binge. Can't do that on eBay. You can do it on Knife Swap. You can do it on Knife Swap on Reddit. But then you have to go to Reddit. Reddit is crazy, man. All right. So we know about the Jaeger MV3. There's another knife that's going to be dropping tomorrow. And I saw it on DLT because, you know, I'm addicted to their drops. Their drops page always gets me going. Check it out. If you're a fan of Les George, the Les George Mark III is going to be dropping tomorrow, and they're going to have 3 different versions, I believe. Yeah. I'm kind of conflicted about this knife. On one hand, I think it looks good. On the other hand, I think the finish looks rough. I know it's not like physically rough, but it's $425. It's USA made Les George self-branded knife. Les George, a knife making legend, right? $425. I'm very tempted by this one. It's got a thumb disc, which I'm trying, like, I don't know if I'm going to pull the trigger on this or not, but it's in Magna Cut, 8.5 inches overall. So it's a full-blown, full-size knife. I mean, some people would probably call that a dagger style blade. I would say that's probably more like a spear tip, spear point. There's no medial ridge. Like you get this swedge right here, but I wouldn't call that like a traditional dagger style medial ridge. And that, of course, is a faux edge. It's a swedge. It's not a double-sided. But look at the contouring on those. Like, those look like they're contoured, or at least the edges are rounded out. So I bet you it's extremely comfortable. You see, this is the conversation that I'm having in my head whenever I look at this knife. But I've only got 12 hours and 16 minutes left to decide. Do I go for it? Do I go for broke? Do I spend 425 big ones to experience a self-made Les George knife? I need some help, chat. Help me out here. Help me out. Miranda says, I EDC a fixed blade every day, benchmade Hidden Canyon today. Very nice. You can never go wrong with a fixed blade. I think that a lot of people don't believe that they can carry, like, EDC a fixed blade, but you can totally do that. I have a fixed blade that I EDC sometimes. It is what's it called? The Sky Raider Knives Banshee. I'll show you the fixed blade that I like to carry. Sky Raider Knives is super cool. They're a knife company, American made, out of Arizona. They make these really cool trays. I have one. It's called the Hanger, but they also do knives. And the one that I have is the SRK1 ringed Banshee, which I don't think they actually have anymore. Yeah, no, it's this one, but with a retention ring. What's really cool is that you can add scales to it. And these are all made, they're all American made. You can add scales. They have a ton of different scale options, like OD Green Golf Ball. Look at that. Isn't that sweet? Or you can rock it without the scales. Without the scales, it's 230. With some scales, what, 280? You can do Beskar scales. Yeah. Super cool. A lot of fun with this fixed blade. The one that I bought like over 2 years ago, and when they had the retention ring option. And apparently, I guess those didn't sell very well because they no longer offer those. It is pretty thick on the blade geometry on that one. However, they have a new model out now, the SRK1 Mustang, and this is a much thinner blade geometry. It's going to be much better for slicing. I think it looks great. I really wanted to check one out. I did. The funny thing is that initially, like, I bought my SRK1 Banshee over 2 years ago. It was one of the first knives that I reviewed on this channel, and I shadowed them out and everything. Like, they at the time, like, they just sold me the knife. But it was funny. Skyraider Knives reached out to me, and the guy said, hey, you were one of the first channels to ever review one of our knives. We'd like to say thanks. You don't have to make a video about it. We're just going to send you one of our hangers. And the hangers are these really cool EDC trays that they also make in-house, made out of aluminum. So I have one because they sent it to me. And they said they were going to send me a Mustang, but I think they forgot because it never arrived. But I might actually go ahead and buy it anyways because I want to check it out. The only critique that I really had about my Banshee was that the blade geometry was a little bit thick for EDC style stuff. Like, great for punching through car doors, not so much for cutting through cardboard. It's the car doors versus cardboard. That's the debate. So I might actually end up picking up one of these. But Skyraider Knives, great fixed blade carries. B Devious says the best drop for tomorrow is the unexpected SPK Lamia. Only 80 units will be sold with nature grip tie scales. Expensive at $775, but a total grail. I might have to grab another one for trade. Yeah, just grab one for me. You know, just pick one up for me. It's only $775. Where are those dropping? I didn't hear about that. But now you've piqued my interest. Anyways, this is the one that I'm conflicted about, because I look at these handle scales and I think that could be extremely comfortable in the hand. Les George, a knife making legend. I know he's not going to lead me wrong. And I've never owned a Les George knife before. 12 hours to decide, chat. 12 freaking hours. Please help me out. Should I go for it? Shout out to Richard Kastner. Welcome in, man. Good to see you. Eugene Krabs says they are a little sus in the office. Hey, I've carried Midgard Messer folders in the office. Great conversation piece. HR didn't care for it. Ant says, picked up the benchmade Intersect as a fishing knife. I'm liking it more and more as an EDC knife. Very nice. Yep, there you go. SPK just sent out an email about an hour ago. I am not on their mailing list. Lone Star says, speed hole on a fixed blade, weight relief drama. I mean, I wouldn't call the Skyraider Knives speed holes. That they're skeletonized so that you can add on the scales. Splitting Slices says, I like the fact Skyraider Knives got rid of the lower handle frame jimping on the newer model. Yeah. No, they've been listening to the community, which is great. Anytime a company does that, good things happen. Guaranteed. Not Slip says, so when I was collecting Scrapyard, Swamp Rat, and Boosie Combat were all the rage. Hardly hear anything about them now. Just curious why. I couldn't tell you that. I couldn't tell you that because I'm not familiar with any of those brands, and I'm not ashamed to say it. Loser says it's a pass. He says don't do it. Don't go for it. All right. Hey, welcome in, Chef Rocky.
Badass.
Good to see you, man. Thanks for being a channel member. Delaney says, that's not a good choice. The Les George or something else? All right. So what else is new? What else is new out there? You know what? We haven't done this in a while. Let's go over to Blade Runner HQ and see what they got going on. Oh, and if you want to check out their whatnot auctions, which are a lot of fun, like they don't pay me to say any of this, but they are indeed a lot of fun. They do post them on their website, and they have their new product listings right here. Oh, you know what? I wonder if they still have this one. Hold on. Hold on. Where is it? Please tell me they didn't sell out of it. It's the new Heretic Knives Pariah. So essentially, there's a new Pariah like this one, but it's not automatic. It's a manual, and it's in, I believe it's in camo carbon fiber. All right, Pariah. Please still have it. It's this one. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Okay, $553. But it's white camo carbon fiber, magna cut, stone washed blade, and it's a manual deployment. This is one that the moment I saw Heretic release it, I started fiending for it. I don't know why. There's something about this blade shape that really does it for me. It really does it for me. The harpoon style drop point. Yeah. I mean, that's almost a harpoon style clip point. Anyways, I used this the other day to cut up some floor mats for the wife's new car. So like, have you ever bought a used car before? And they're like, sorry, it doesn't come with the floor mats. For whatever reason, it's not in there. And they gave us some generic floor mats that you can cut to size as kind of a placeholder until we get, you know, the actual floor mats. And I use this, you know, like this is not a slicey blade geometry, but I wanted to check the edge bevel on it. And you can see the marks from me using it. Cut through the floor mats with ease. Retained its sharp edge, no problem. It's still sticky. And I was impressed by how this worked cutting through and cutting down those floor mats to size for the wife's car. Anyways, love the blade shape on the Pariah. It's damn good looking. I like what they do with the pivot. I think that geared pivot looks great. And you add in camo carbon fiber. Pictures never do it justice on camo carbon fiber, but just like with fat carbon, it has a shimmer and it has some depth depending upon the angle of the light that hits it. I need one of these in my life. I really do. They have them at Blade Runner HQ. That is a cool release. Heretic Knives is on the upswing, guys. Trust me when I say you want to stay tuned to what they're doing this year because they're going to have some big releases. So yeah. Ant says, because the old floor mats were used for unspeakable things. The used car manager probably saw those floor mats and was like, dogs were here. I love my dogs, but they destroy car interiors. Loser says, Shambo, I heard Dr. Thomas was going to come out with an article crapping on Magna Cut until he remembered that he invented it. I was going to say, where do you get your information? Damn. Okay, so it wasn't just me that has never heard of those companies. I mean, I think I've heard of Boosie Combat. Haven't heard of Scrapyard or Swamp Rat. That could be before my time. Chef Rocky says, no wrench. I don't like you anymore. What? Hold on. Hold on. Will it actually let me do anything here? Okay. I'm going to have to do something drastic. Okay, it's not that drastic, but hold on. Holy cow, the Knives Live is still going. No way. All right. I'm going to have to do something. Don't mind me. We're going to end the poll, by the way, guys. We're ending the poll because it's clear that you guys do prefer the 8 p.m. Saturday live stream option. 62 people voted. 62. And it's about time that we did this. Congratulations to Chef Rocky, the latest channel moderator. The latest channel moderator. You get a wrench. Sometimes I think that I've given people wrenches, but I actually haven't. That's my bad. All right. So hold on. We're going to check out some more knives. Let's do it. Ant says, Rocky, you need to earn it. Delaney says, yeah, that's much better than the Les George. Buy it. Don't tempt me. I make bad financial decisions. I do make bad financial decisions. The hard part is that I already have a Pariah, and this one is awesome. I've carried this one a lot. I've got a review update coming on this one, but it doesn't have white camo carbon, and it's not a manual, but I wish that it was. Such a great carry. You carry this and people are going to be like, is that a Pariah in your pants, or are you just happy to see me? It's a Pariah. All right. All right. So, hey, shout out to the Night's Edge. Wait, that was the wrong... Every live stream, I always end up using the wrong sound effect at least once. Shout out to the Night's Edge. What's up, Neil? He says, go look at Pocket Check to see I'm posting it. Meow. Ooh. Ooh. Is that oil slick zirconium scales? Yeah. Are those oil slick zirconium scales from Metin Boss? That looks so good. It looks so good. Damn you. I want that. Hey, shout out to Craig Vincent. Welcome in. Thanks for being a channel member. Ant says, I feel like only Coloradans deserve the wrench. How many people from Colorado do we have in here? Shout out to all the Coloradans. How many Coloradans do we have in here? Let me know in the chat. Oh my goodness, Chef Rocky with the 10 gifted memberships. Damn. Going hard on a Wednesday night. Thanks, man. Thank you for your generosity, and congratulations to the new connoisseurs and collectors of all things sharp and shiny. And by the way, guys, if you want to know what this is the members only Discord. The members only Discord can be found on the YouTube community page. In fact, it's probably time that I go ahead and create another invite link. Hold on. We do hang out and chat. You know, we shoot the breeze. We do pocket checks. I post new channel content in there. We have the knife yard sale channel. I'm going to set this link to never expire. And there is no max number of uses. Okay, so you guys see this? This invite link will never expire and there's no max uses. Boom, there we go. And if you give me a second, I'm going to go ahead and post this in the YouTube community page for the channel. And members will be able to see it. Even gifted members, especially gifted members. Members only Discord. Boom. Okay, there it is. If you want to join the members only Discord, go to the YouTube community tab for this channel. There it is. The Night's Edge says, I am from Colorado in my soul. I live here. I'm not from here. I'm what the locals call a transplant. I moved here probably, what was it? 11 years ago? 12 years ago? I'm originally from Oregon, from the Pacific Northwest, and I moved out here. So I've been here for a minute, but I'm not from here. Don't tell the locals, they'll get mad. They look at me and they say, you're the reason why I-25 is backed up. Not true. Those are the Californians. The Night's Edge says, I hit 1K on Matisfactions live earlier, but I'm still 500 watch hours away from the 3K membership minimum to have 1,500 away from the 4K ad revenue minimum. So y'all put my videos on to go to sleep. Congratulations, man. The Night's Edge channel is on the rise. If you haven't done so, make sure you check out the Night's Edge. And if you like the content, make sure to subscribe. Hey, shout out to Barbarian Brawny, the man, the myth, the legend behind the camera. We were admiring some of your work earlier, Brawny. Where was it? Yeah. Look at that. The color coordination, making the orange pop. Man, you make those knives look good. Shout out to Barbarian Brawny. Palmer Connolly says, I won a knife on said faction. Congratulations. Craig says, I'm not from Colorado, but I love Colorado. Spent some time there. It's a beautiful state. The issue that I have with Colorado is that all of the places that are outside of town, like outside of the city that you want to go and visit to do some outdoors hiking, all the good spots, all the other people are already there. So you can get out of town, but you can't get away from the people no matter where you go. Fluffy Delgado says, you're not a true Coloradan until you've smoked a J on top of a 14er. No comment. The Night's Edge says, I tagged you in my post, Rollshambo. Huge shout out to you, man. Great creator and great person. My hat's off to you. Hey, thank you, man. I haven't had a chance to read your post yet, but as soon as the live is over, I will definitely head over there and do that. Palmer says, last time I was in Colorado, I almost got arrested. Did you have California plates? I'm just kidding. Miranda says, Barbarian Brawny be killing it with the EDC pics. He's a genius behind the camera. And you know something else? For example, Knife Dope, my buddy Knife Dope. We go back and forth all the time. We chop it up. And if you don't know us, you probably think that we didn't like each other, but we're friends. Knife Dope loves giving me shit about my camera. Because he's like, oh yeah, there goes Rollshambo again, making the knife look cooler than it is because he's got a nice camera. Listen, it's not the camera that makes the picture good. People have proved this time and time again. It's the person behind the camera. You choose the angle, you get the lighting right. Sometimes you edit and post, if you shoot raw photos. even professional photographers that get paid to do this stuff take hundreds, thousands of shots to sometimes only find a few pictures that are perfect. So saying that a camera makes the picture better, it's not entirely wrong, but it's also like saying that all you need to do to win NASCAR is have a fast car. Barbarian Brawny is great behind the camera because he is skilled behind the camera. If you were to take a look at some of his shots that he's done on, for example, an iPhone, he makes cell phone photography look really good too. So it's not just the camera, it's the man behind the camera. Brawny does a fantastic job. Lone Star says, get behind the camera. I'm driving. Nice. Balmer says, I miss my good camera. So I've got two cameras. One I kind of inherited. The other one I bought. The one that I bought is basically what I'm shooting on right now. It is the Canon M50 Mark II. It's discontinued. It's an entry level EF-M lens mount, APS-C sensor. It's entry level. Even at entry level, I think it costs like $700. The other one is another discontinued Canon. It's the Canon Rebel T6i, also known as the 750D. And that one is even more outdated than the M50 Mark II. I have invested in a few lenses. That's true. But they're not by any stretch like top of the line cameras. Barbarian Brawny says, EDC and photography are two things I love. They're two things that I love too. That's something that we have in common. One of these days, we're gonna have to get Brawny on the live stream. Can we get Barbarian Brawny on the live stream, people? I think we can. We're gonna have to talk about it, Brawny. We're gonna have to talk about collaborating on a live stream. Surely. B Devious says, totally agree. You always have the best shots on camera. Yep, it's true. It is true. Eugene Crabbe says, Denver is the East Coast's first line of defense against the Californians. All the Californians in the live stream are like, it's not me. I'm not the problem. Oh, man. So here in Colorado, we have a lot of transplants. I'm from Oregon, so I don't have a dog in this fight. But native Coloradans always seem to have an issue with transplants from Texas and California. There's a lot of people from both Texas and California here in Denver. It's true. Well, there you have it, folks. We're going to have to collaborate with Barbarian Brawny on a live stream. Brawny, hit me up. You got my info. Hit me up. Let's set it up, man. Oh, speaking of collaborating on a live stream, check this out, guys. So check it out. Some of you guys may or may not know that there is, in fact, a Spyderco Manix 2 mod competition going on between me, Duty's Daggers, and Knife Dope. And it's something that we've been working on for the last 3 months. For some atrocious reason, we put a deadline 3 months out. Nobody expected us to actually use the full deadline, but the 3 months are up. And what that means is that we are, in fact, a go. Tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Pacific. So that's 6 p.m. Pacific or 7 p.m. Mountain or 8 p.m. Central or 9 p.m. Eastern. Go to Duty's Daggers live stream because I will be on there with the rest of the members of the Blade Cartel, and we are going to let you, the audience, vote on who did it best, who made the best modified Spyderco Manix 2. That is happening tomorrow. I'm going to go ahead and put up a post, and I totally forgot to do that. That is going down tomorrow, guys. So please come in, have some fun on the Duties Daggers live stream tomorrow at 6 p.m. Pacific, and vote for whichever Manix 2 you like the best, whether it's mine, whether it's Jason's, whether it's Duties. Vote for the one that you like the best. Vote for mine. I'm just kidding. Vote for the one that you like. Pocket Razor says, what part of Oregon, Rollshambo? The part of Oregon that's tried to segregate itself from the rest of the part of Oregon, Eastern Oregon. So basically, you go to Central Oregon, like the Bend area, right? And then you drive southeast until you find more cows than people and common sense combined. And that's where I'm from. I am from Eastern Oregon. My hometown had one stoplight, if that gives you any idea. Eastern Oregon. Miranda says, I love EDC and photography as well. I think the two go well together. They really do. Kevin Smith and Knives says, my son lives in Denver. Nice, man. Denver is a great city. It's gone through an enormous amount of growth. The rent is obscenely high. The traffic is worse than ever. Construction has been ongoing for like the entire 11, 12 years that I've been here, which is awful. Commuting buses slow everything down. I hate traffic with a passion. I hate traffic. Miranda says, Rollshambo, you're from Oregon? Me too. I live in Grants Pass. I know where that is. That's not too terribly far from where I grew up. I'm not there any longer, but I do have a love for the Pacific Northwest. I spent 19, 20 years there. Yeah. Raccoon Tactical says, sorry, I already win the Manix to build off. The Manix to build off. How did you modify your Manix? Let me know in the chat. What'd you put on there? Hey, shout out to Donald Milinkovic. I know that I'm probably mispronouncing that, and I apologize. I got excited because I saw a name I haven't seen in a while. Good to see you, man. Absolutely. All right, Loser says, I'm unsubbing from the Night's Edge, so it's back to 999 subs. Savage. That is savage. Ant says, I have been here for 40 years and the road construction never stops. Okay, so it's not just because I moved here. Good to know. Todd Carr, shout out to him for being a channel member for 9 months. Thanks for being a channel member, Todd, and welcome in, brother. Good to see you. The Night's Edge says, the Denver airport intrigues me. Airport, alien landing zone, shadow government haven. There's a lot of shadow and mystery going on around the Denver airport. The rumors that is where the president will go in case of a nuclear threat to the capital. That's where they ship him, to Denver International Airport. Is it true? I don't know. Pocket Razor says, Grants Pass, 30 minutes away from Medford. Yeah. One of my favorite pizza places is in Medford. A little mom and pop shop. I forget the name of it, but their pizza dough is fantastic. Yeah. Anyways, I'd say I'm off topic, but I don't really have a topic to talk about other than this knife has been haunting my wallet since I saw it release. Love this one. Really want that one. Will it end up in my pocket? Find out next time on Bad Financial Decisions Live. Raccoon Tactical says, I left that bad boy bone stock. I bet nobody thought of that mod. Overwhelmingly good. No additional money was spent. Palmer says, whenever we go to Colorado, we fly into Eagle Airport and then fly or get shuttled to the ski resorts. Nice. Oh no. Man, I'm really sad to hear that. If it's the place that I'm thinking of, that makes me really sad. It's this little mom and pop shop pizza place. Their dough was amazing. If you didn't know this, the dough makes the pizza, okay? The dough will make or break the pizza, and they'd made their own dough, and it was so good. They would actually sell the dough separately because they got a lot of requests for people that just wanted their pizza dough. And it was amazing. I hadn't been there in like 15, 16 years. I'm sorry to hear that. Palmer says, I want to go to college out in Colorado, but I can imagine not having the ocean. You don't have the ocean in Colorado, but you do have the Rocky Mountains. Hey, shout out to Paul Mills. Welcome in, man. Good to see you. The Night's Edge says, I want a Strider, Chris Reeve, McNeese, etc. Trying to swap to more small batch American-made knives this year and pimp out my Spideys. I'm with you on that one. Hey, and shout out to the Night's Edge for gifting a channel membership. Thank you, man. Thank you. And congratulations to Raccoon Tactical for receiving that membership. It's your prize for winning the Manix 2 mod competition. Just kidding. Just kidding. No, the Manix 2 is a great knife as it is. But modifying Spydercos to be perfect for what you want is just another great experience that you can have with the Spyderco because they're so popular that there's a lot of different makers that make modifications. Titanium scales, carbon fiber scales, aluminum scales, different hardware sets, different pocket clips. Come on. Alrighty. Check that out. Thanks for the pocket check, Kevin. He's got a Spyderco Manix 2 right there. And he's got that is a Flightanium ball cage. I don't believe that one has the tritium insert. I think it's just the slotted. I could be wrong. But I do believe that's a titanium ball cage. I'm not familiar with those scales, but they look sick. Nice, man. Thanks for sharing. Looks good. Looks very good. The Night's Edge says, I suck at it apparently. I just modded my shaman and Lord, it surprisingly whipped my ass. No, it's an experience every Spyderco owner has to go through. You have to modify some Spydercos and you'll understand. All right, guys. I'm going to kill the music. We are coming to the end of the live stream. Before we go, a few reminders. First things first, tomorrow I will be live again, but not on this channel. I'll be live on the Duties Daggers live stream tomorrow at 6 p.m. Pacific. That's 6 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Mountain, 8 p.m. Central, or 9 p.m. Eastern. So tomorrow evening, I'm going to be live on the Duties Daggers live stream, having the Manix 2 modification competition. The showdown is finally happening. Thank goodness. Because I've been dying to show people this Manix 2 that I modified. I really like it. I think you guys are going to love it. It should be a good time. And we all modified Spyderco Manix 2s to the 9s. I think that you will be very, very pleased with the results. So please join us tomorrow on the Duties Daggers live stream at 6 p.m. Pacific. Furthermore, Saturday live streams, in case you missed it, are no longer at 1:30 in the afternoon. They are now officially at 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time on Saturdays, and that is when we will be going live next. So if you haven't done so because you like going out and doing stuff on your Saturdays, great news. You can join us in the evenings on Saturday. And that's all, guys. If you can join in on the next live stream, great. If not, no worries. For some of you guys, I will see you soon. For everyone else, I'll see you later.